Hello, dear listeners. You have come for a new story. This one will shock you. Maybe in some remote villages still walk such legends. Make yourselves comfortable. I also advise you to wear headphones, and we will begin. The Wilson family had just moved into their new house, a beautiful two-story home with large windows and a spacious backyard. They were excited to start their new life in this quiet suburban neighborhood, but it wasn't long before strange things started happening. At night, the Wilsons would hear footsteps in the hallway and doors creaking open and shut. They would wake to the sound of whispers in their ears and the feeling of a cold breeze on their faces. But every time they looked around, there was nothing there. Only the faint outline of a shadow in the corner of their eyes. At first, they tried to ignore it, thinking that it was just their imagination playing tricks on them. But the strange occurrences continued to happen night after night, and it was impossible to ignore them any longer. One night, the mother, Sarah, woke up to the sound of her daughter crying in her room. She got up to check on her, but as she approached the room, she saw a dark figure standing in the doorway. The figure had glowing eyes, and Sarah could feel its icy breath on her face. Sarah screamed for her husband, Mark, who came running to her aid. But when he turned on the lights, there was nothing there, only the faint outline of a shadow on the wall. The family was terrified and didn't know what to do. They tried to leave the house, but every time they tried to pack their bags and leave, they would be overcome with a feeling of dread and fear. It was as if the house was holding them captive, refusing to let them leave. One day, they decided to call a paranormal investigator to help them understand what was happening. But the investigation only made things worse. The family was trapped in a nightmare, and it was only a matter of time before the spirits would take over completely. The last night they spent in the house was their worst. The shadows were darker, the whispers louder, and the spirits were more aggressive than ever before. In the morning, the neighbors found the Wilsons' house empty, and there was no sign of them anywhere. The police but investigated no evidence of foul play. It was as if the family had simply vanished into thin air. The house remained empty for years, and the neighbors would say that they could still hear the sounds of footsteps in the hallway and whispers in the night. They would avoid walking past the house after dark, fearful of what lurked inside. But no one ever found out what really happened to the Wilson family, and the house remained a dark and terrifying mystery for years to come. Subscribe to the channel and write your comments whether you liked the story or not.